to Theory of Entertainment. I'm your man Lex here, and today I'm going to be doing another live stream. Specifically, here with the live stream, I am going to be doing some gaming here. A little bit tired, so I was thinking, why not some cold pizza and video games? I won't be doing as much talking for this stream. I'm going to be focusing on just some of the gameplay. And if something pops up that I noticed that I think is interesting, then I'll speak on it and sort of talk about it. But I'm going to keep things very quiet here and just chill, right? Had quite the day. Not a bad day by any means, but it has been a bit long and I'm a bit tired. So yeah, that's what we're doing for today. And as you guys know, this is theory of entertainment where there's no such thing as entertainment. What we do here is take the time to learn from the things that we play, watch, and enjoy. And hopefully, if you guys are find that cool, stay tuned here as I play some Marvel Cosmic Invasion and see what else I've been able to learn from the game that maps into our own reality. So, with that said, guys, let us begin. So, I'm going to share my screen. Continue our stage here. Let me just double check my audio to make sure, check my audio. Yeah, just want to make sure I can be heard. I get a little chatty. Guys, looks like well.
Cyclops, it's on site. Captain America. Ready for the fight.
I've gone
Usually when
ahead
I'm
for some
eating
reconnaissance.
in game.
Wait!
Hold on, Red. I'm on my way.
Can these guys even take on the Phoenix?
Usually when I'm gaming and eating, because of the divided attention, I kind of don't game as well. But we'll see what happens this time around. Because now I'm gaming, eating, and streaming. So we'll see.
Phoenix has been captured. Events that could jeopardize the galaxy are in motion.
You should try and get involved instead of just watching all the time.
I cannot act, even as the invasion spreads to my own citadel.
My psionic rapport with Jean is strained. We have to find her. Better than rations. That's enough. Don't get up. Optic launcher. You can take over from here. Ready for action. Discus throw. Change up. Lead the way. Shield slam. Battle ready.
That was a pretty short level. Or maybe the level's not done yet.
Heads up! Fighting for. Catch this! Optic blast! Shield slam! Keep coming, I dare you. Heads up! Visor strike! You're just not on my level. I need to recharge. That's enough. Discus throw. You're done. Get out of my sight. Catapult. Battle ready. Sling that shield, Captain. Shield flip. Deploy. I need to recharge.
I had to overdo it there. That was a bit fun, I'm not gonna lie.
Incoming. Catch this. Battle ready. That's enough. Don't get up. Optic beam. Optic blade. Rotation.
No! I won't give in! Power and life incarnate! I am the Dark Phoenix!
No! This
Okay, so we're facing off against Jean. Oh man, sorry, I had to laugh again. Spider-Man Brand New Day, still rocking in the head here. Now, I'm thinking that after I beat Jean here, I'll actually be able to play with Jean as a playable character. Makes sense. I really like this, and I also like it because back in the day we had Mega Man games, and in the Mega Man games you would defeat the enemy, the boss, and as you would defeat the boss, you would gain something from the boss. And what I really like a source of power from the boss, So what I like about this is that it's like in life you have bosses that you face off against as well, right? And typically, when you're able to beat that boss in life, you take from that battle something with you. So a great example is you might have a situation where financially you're dealing with things that's difficult, right? And you're able to beat that boss financially, for example, right? And in beating that boss financially, all of a sudden now, the things that you had to learn in that season of life where you didn't have the finances, you bring with you into that season of life where you do have the finances. So now all of a sudden that same thing that was a weakness almost seemingly is actually a strength in your life, and you're able to use that to essentially dominate financially in that season, right? But it wouldn't have been possible had you not had to deal with that boss battle. And once you defeat it, you're able to take some of those strengths with you. You're also able to help others as well who are in similar situations and deal with the same circumstance, right? So it's like that the elements of that problem or that boss battle now become a part of you. Just like Mega Man's powers become a part of him, and just like after we whoop Jean Grey's, buttocks here, we will have her on the roster.
Hurts!
Optic blast!
Come on, Red. I know you're in there. Fight this.
Fight this! I have never felt this powerful, this free!
After talking that much back, it better whoop her.
Visor strike! Optic blast! I need to recharge. I need to recharge. Kick like I needed some shut eye. Energy rush! Optic blast!
Such power, such rage. I'm in control now.
The battle has yet to be won, but a noble warrior will join you in your quest.
Lockjaw! Awesome! You here to give us a ride?
So did I unlock Lockjaw? If I did, that's whack. Let's find out. Fire and Life Incarnate, you've unlocked Phoenix. Okay. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Because I was able to beat Phoenix, I was able to unlock Phoenix. So it has something to do with beating that boss battle, right? Now, if they had given me Lockjaw, hold on. Let me squat up first. So, Cyclops and here. Phoenix is here.
Fire and light incarnate!
Yeah, whatever. Okay. I'm gonna put my laptop over here. It's out of the way. And I can game freely. Okay, perfect.
Annihilus' vermin has snuck on board. If you can clean this mess up, I'll take that big pooch off your hands. Listen, lady, Lockjaw's our friend. He's not going into a cage.
Okay, so the point I was gonna make. Earlier I was talking about how when you beat a boss in life, you gain strengths or abilities of that boss battle, right? In this case, we actually get the character of Jean Grey. Now, if we had beat that boss battle, and instead we got Lockjaw, it'd be a little weird. and it wouldn't be fun. Not as fun as we're about to have with Jean Grey, right? And there's this weird correlation where the fun factor also tends to associate itself with this aspect of the reality that comes from gaining the ability from the boss battle. So the more fun design decision translates to the more applicable life decisions as well. It's this weird correlation, right? And I don't think that that's by mistake or random. I think that there's something about the way fun essentially is designed that is mapped to our own reality and way of being. And when we play something that's fun, it's almost like a cue to pay attention to what's going on because it's almost like a lesson that's happening with that fun thing. And the more fun you can make a game, the more lessons that's taught into that game. And highlighting just this little sequence and segment here within the level, I think shows that almost perfectly, right? In terms of what I'm talking about, illustrates it really, really well. In that, if we got Lockjaw instead of Jean, it just wouldn't feel right as a decision, design-wise, and as a player, it just wouldn't feel right either. But part of this theory as well, theory of entertainment, for whatever reason, it's what I've observed in games, in movies, whatever it is. The decision that makes the better, I guess you could say, entertainment product also makes it more teachable and more usable in real life. It's a really weird thing. Anyways, I'm gonna continue playing and stop yapping further.
Optic beam!
I can't believe I've become a deep space bug exterminator.
Get to it, hero.
Okay.
Feel the power of my flames. Away with you!
I feel like this is the first time I've played a game with a telepath type of character. So it's an interesting shift. Just that idea of like grappling from distance. It's a weird feel.
Birds of Ember! Be gone! My telekinetic energy must rebuild. Ah! Your power is nothing. Feel my flame! My telekinetic energy must rebuild.
I'm enjoying all these cameos, but it's too bad these guys are caged here. I'm saving them from a nihilist ravaged world. This is conservation.
Oh,
Phoenix rise! Hey, I still enjoy fast food. Flame Spire!
alright, get in there, Scotty.
Catapult beam! Visor strike!
Feel the power of my flames! Your turn now!
done. Optic blast! I'm all charged up. No discipline. Optic beam! My focus is charging up. Optic blade! Visor strike!
They destroyed my strength. My telekinetic energy must rebuild. You're up.
Optic beam!
Wait. How did I shoot up? Okay, so it looks like they do complement each other in an interesting way. So Cyclops is really good with his ranged attacks. He's also very quick, and he's also very acrobatic and agile. While as Jean is sort of like a slower, tanky character, let's say. Maybe without the tank, I don't. Yeah, her health is pretty low, so it's kind of weird. She's like a slower, tanky character, similar to Captain America in terms of like blocking and shields. She doesn't really have any movement. I have to fly with her because she can fly. Now, one of Cyclops' biggest weaknesses, for whatever reason, although I was able to do like an anti-air visor shot there, which I don't know how I did, but I'll figure that out. His biggest weakness is anti-air and dealing with airborne enemies. And one of Jean's attacks is her air grapple, where she can grapple an enemy from afar and bring them in close. And it's interesting because that complements very, very well with Cyclops' his weakness, right? So it's a very interesting thing there, and I like the way they're able to get those things to complement each other well. I almost wonder if Jean was created first as a character, she had weaknesses as a character, and then Cyclops kind of created as like the opposite to that. So all the weaknesses Jean has, Cyclops does not have, and so on. I don't know yet. I'm gonna play more with these two together to see if that's actually the case. But at least for now, I can definitely see a situation regarding the weaknesses between Scott and Jean and how they're able to play off of each other very well in the gameplay. And I think that one of the greatest accomplishments they can have in this game is making sure that these two characters play incredibly well together. Because that, I think, is a huge deal for a lot of different reasons, obviously thematically and all that kind of stuff. So let's find out what they got here.
Optic blast! I need to recharge. Optic burst! My focus is charging up. I need to recharge. Ugh.
Feel my flames! Your power is nothing. Birds of
get up. Visor strike.
No way to save her, eh?
All this mess is from my prize pet. He was broken, his piece was vile, and it's now enraged.
I'm looking forward to meeting this pet.
Oh, nice. I got Dean back.
We are Venom!
Be careful with the symbiote. He's the jewel of my collection.
Be careful! Jewel?
I'll eat your brains, Spider!
Why can't I ever get away from this guy?
Blast! Energy rush! Eye blast!
My telekinetic energy must rebuild.
I need to recharge. I need to recharge. You're done. You guys are in trouble now.
My power is fading.
Death doesn't keep an X-Men down. Gee.
My Jean's at level 1. Okay. Maybe that's why she's dying so quickly. Alright, I'll be right back. Just gonna get some more pizza. Alright, so let's go again. Similar thing here. Probably gonna unlock something after it. I wonder if Phoenix has like a Dark Phoenix thing that could unlock somehow.
Annihilus' vermin has snuck on board. If you can clean this mess up, I'll take that big pooch off your hands. Listen, lady, Lockjaw's our friend. He's not going into a cage.
I can't believe I've become a deep space bug exterminator.
Get to it, hero.
My telekinetic energy must rebuild. Feel the power of of my flames. Birds of ember.
I'm enjoying all these cameos, but it's too bad these guys are caged here.
I'm saving them from Annihilus ravaged worlds. This is conservation.
DK Talon. Hey, I still enjoy fast food. Feel my flames! Your power is nothing. Ah! Hey, I still enjoy fast food. Feel the power of my flames. My telekinetic energy must rebuild.
Face the power of the Phoenix.
TK Grab. Away with you!
Okay, that's kind of cool. I can grab them, push them away, and punch them. So I can sort of turn the enemy into a projectile, which is pretty cool.
Nothing stands in my path. Need to build my strength.
Don't get up. You're just not on my level.
My telekinetic energy must rebuild. Second blast. Flame fire. Be gone. To me. Your power is nothing.
You're done. Visor strike!
Strike with all your might.
Optic beam! I need to recharge.
All this mess is from my prized pet, which was broken in this peaceful biome and is now enraged.
I am not looking forward to meeting this pet.
You must rebuild. Feel the power of my flames.
Go get him, honey.
We are Venom!
Optic blast!
Be careful with the symbiote. He's the jewel of my collection.
Be careful! Jewel?
I'll eat your brains, Spider!
Why can't I ever get away from this guy?
Optic beam!
My telekinetic energy must rebuild.
Go get him! Face the power of the Phoenix!
That was quite possibly the perfect finish to that match. That was really, really interesting. So my thought process actually when doing that was like, okay, this guy's almost dead. Scotty's been crushing it right now. Jean has a little something. And I almost wanted to use Jean as like a decoy. Eventually, Jean ends up dying, and then I would end the match with Cyclops. But interestingly enough, because they're in a relationship, because it's Jean and Scott, the one that should be sacrificing himself is Cyclops, right? Thematically speaking. So because of that, instead of letting Jean die, which she's super low health, she totally would have died against Venom. Instead, I kept Cyclops in and fought with him and did some specific, maneuvers. And then as I was doing that, I realized, okay, I can probably use my super here with Cyclops and then switch it up in the right moment to Jean to then do the super with Jean and finish things off with Jean. And in doing so, I was able to beat him, and in large part due to Jean's super that I was able to use at the end. So had I brought her in earlier, had her die, and then just only had Cyclops in there at the end, it wouldn't have been enough juice to kill Venom here. So that's like an interesting thing and an interesting reminder as well. because the way these two characters are designed, it seems as though Cyclops is supposed to be in there most of the time, taking the brunt of the battle. And in moments where Cyclops is unable to act or not able to act as well, for example, aerial combat, there's a lot of aerial stuff in this level, and he can't fly. He also has no overhead uh, beam that he can shoot. Whereas when I switch Jean in, she can fly very well, and now all of a sudden she's able to cover those areas that Cyclops cannot. So it's really, really interesting how they design these two characters in that it does look like they do complement each other well in an interestingly weird way. This grappler that Jean is, especially like from distance, is very interesting. And then you have like this combo fiend in Cyclops, but also a combo fiend from distance. But he's also pretty good up close as well, at least so far, at least. Because of his ability to quickly strafe from left to right, he's able to handle those close quarters combat situations very, very well. But overall, yeah, I thought that was interesting in terms of the decision making there and having to choose to essentially sacrifice Cyclops rather than Jean in order to win that fight. And it turns out both of them stayed alive, which is interesting. So yeah, just the symbolism behind that, is a lot. And I find that interesting in terms of that moment, right? It's an interesting moment within the game that to me is a lesson in real life in terms of whenever I can sacrifice of myself for my wife, and in turn, doing so is better for the both of us, and we both are able to grow. In this situation here, that's exactly what happened, where Cyclops was, taking the brunt of the damage, ultimately, so that both of them can win. So yeah, it's really, really interesting, and I guess coming from the perspective of being married as long as I have, today's actually we celebrated our 7th year anniversary today, and that principle practiced, I guess, in the gameplay there is a very strong principle to understand within marriage and is the foundation, honestly, of a lot of marriages. So it's really cool and interesting how just that one small snippet of gameplay you can derive from that a marriage principle that is actually pretty solid. But a lot of times if you're not paying attention, you kind of won't pick that up there. But yeah, with that said, let's see what the cutscene's going to give us. Don't mind me, guys, just checking the chat. Okay, got to get used to the screen placement. There we go. Perfect. So public chat. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I think I'm going to do one more round with these guys and then log off.
Come on, Venom. Work with us. Don't you want to be a good guy for once?
While Annihilus rages on, innocents all over the galaxy will pay the price.
We've sworn to protect the innocent. Annihilus' brains will make a most tasty treat.
As long as you stay away from mine, Brock.
Okay, here comes the lethal protector. You know what? I think I'm gonna call it a night, guys. Hold on here. Yeah, wow, it's been 45 minutes. Didn't even realize. So, yeah, let's wrap up the stream here. Just want to talk a little bit about what happened there because there's some interesting themes that we're able to see. So one of the themes I noticed was in the gameplay, the complementary nature of the characters is key within the gameplay, but specifically, you can tell that certain characters are designed for each other based upon their backgrounds and whatnot. So Spider-Man and Venom probably complement each other well in some way, Probably I don't know how to play with them, which is good, right? But also at the same time, Jean and Cyclops complement each other well because of their relationship as well. And it was really kind of cool to see that. Prior to this stream, before gaming, I was actually thinking about talking about couples, superhero couples, and how different superhero couples complement each other well, right? In different ways. So Lois Lane and Superman, Jean and Cyclops, that kind of stuff. And interestingly enough, here I am playing the game, and it turns out that that's the conversation we're having anyway. So I thought that was definitely really cool. But I also like the aspect of the boss battles, particularly the boss battles that unlock characters, because that really showcases again that principle in life, where when you defeat something big in your life, a boss battle in your life, there are elements from that battle that you take back with you, and that ultimately strengthen you. Uh, and that you're able to use going forward, right? So I give the example of the financial situation and going through financial hardship. And then after going through that financial hardship, you're able to actually be better financially. A lot of a lot of people that are incredibly rich monetarily speaking also went through very, very difficult financial times early on in their lives. And those ultimately gave them the ability required to crush it financially later on. That's just one of many examples of this principle, essentially. And when you illustrate this principle within the game, in terms of the boss battle system in here, where you unlock characters, or even the boss battle system in, say, something like Mega Man, where you unlock powers from the bosses you defeat, right? All these different things make the games funner, but at the same time that it makes the game more fun, it's also teaching you a principle of life in that gameplay and within those mechanics. And to me, I find that super sweet, super cool because yeah, there's just something interestingly different about that. I don't know where it comes from fully. Like I have a pretty good idea, right? But ultimately, it's to me, it's very mysterious. It's one of the very mysterious things about life is this aspect of fun and how fun maps into what we're supposed to know. Like what we feel to be fun somehow mixes in with what we need to know in life. It's a really, really interesting mystery. Anyway, with that said, that's today's stream. I hope you guys liked it. I'm gonna, c- close out for tonight, but yeah, I'm gonna keep coming in with these 100 days of streaming. I just get I'm pretty tired. I think this is day 8 or 9 at this point. I'm not sure, but nonetheless, I'm gonna keep coming with the 100 days of streaming, and hopefully, you guys can continue to join in each night here as we dive into some stuff and learn more things from the media we love. With that said, guys, it's your man Lex. This has been Theory of Entertainment, and I am out. Peace.